friends. Are your weeknights like mine, where you get home at completely unpredictable times? You just want to lay on the floor because your body hurts so bad because you have a physical job, and then you're just super mentally drained by the end of the day that you just want to do absolutely nothing. But then you still have to get the kid fed, the dog fed, everybody bathed, cook dinner, pick up dinner, and then make sure everyone's in bed at a decent time and not lose your absolute mind? Yeah, that sounds a lot like what happens to me every single weeknight. So I want to try to combat that a little bit, okay? Some nights are better than others, but I will say majority of nights are like that. So I am on a mission to look for ways to combat all that and make weeknights easier for me. So I asked my clutternauts what they do and what they recommend, and a lot of people had a lot of good suggestions. Some people said redoing my magic bowl and do it for daily chores. Some people said what we do is 10 to 15 minutes a night. That's what we do. We call it good. And then some people also suggested some creators who have methods and things like that. So I took all of that into my little noggin and I did some research. Now, while I was doing this research, I had some criteria that I needed it to adhere to. I needed it to be 100% flexible. No rigidity here. I could get home one night at 4:30. The next night, it's literally 7 p.m. Those 2 evenings are not going to look the same whatsoever, so it needs to be flexible for me. Mindless. I already make 8,000 decisions per day, per minute, per hour. I need it to be mindless. I don't want to sit here and have to think about every little tiny thing. Huge part of my criteria for me. Also, realistic. Okay, we're not changing the world over here. We're not reinventing the wheel one day at a time. We are being realistic and trying to maintain sanity every evening. That's literally all I want to do. And the last one is that I didn't want it to cost money. I didn't want to have to download an app that I had to pay a subscription for. I didn't want to have to buy somebody's something that I had to hang up that would help me. No money, okay? Free. I have followed this one specific creator on TikTok for years. Her name is Casey Davis. She has a podcast called Struggle Care. She has written 2 books, which I admittedly have not read either, but I really do need to read them. And the reason that I really enjoyed her and I kind of gravitated towards her style is because she is a therapist. So she makes it extremely attainable for those of us with mental illnesses such as ADHD, depression. And the other thing I really enjoyed about her is the fact that she said, revolutionary, chores are morally neutral. Society has taught us that if our houses aren't perfectly pristine and clean all the time, then we're bad people, and that's just not true whatsoever. It just works out really well, and my favorite part is that she really stands up for what's right as well. She talks about a lot of things, and that's a girl after my own heart. So that's why I picked Casey Davis. And what I'm going to do that I picked from her is the 5 things tidying method. I'll go over that in just a minute with you. So we're doing Casey Davis on one hand over here, okay? I also wanted another option in case the 5 things tidying method didn't work one night. I could do this one the next. And that is taking your guys' advice of setting a timer for 10 to 15 minutes, getting whatever I can done in that 10 to 15 minutes, and calling it good. Both of these things are extremely attainable for me. So let me tell you what the 5 things tidying method even is. So what Casey says is that in any room at any given time, there are only 5 things in that room. The first is trash. So you go around, you pick up all the trash. The second thing is dishes, okay? You get the dishes, here's the kicker. You just have to put them in the sink. She's not saying do the dishes right now. She's saying put them in the sink. That's my kind of girl right there, okay? The third thing is laundry. You just pick up all the dirty laundry, you put it in the laundry basket or its designated places. The fourth thing is things that have a home. Yeah, there are plenty of things that I can pick up that have a home. And then you separate it out into things that, number 5, things that don't have a home. So you find the things that have a home, you put them in their home. But the trick, you take the 5th thing, the things that don't have a home, and you put them in a pile. You don't even have to tackle them at that point. You put them in a pile. How easy and attainable is that? That can't get much easier, right? I can literally just remember those 5 things off the top of my head, look in any room, do them, and it's going to probably be a lot better. rough day. Very tired. Goals for tonight. Dinner, 5 tidy things in the kitchen, and then shower. That is it. And that is absolutely enough. This is what we are starting with. So trash first. That was not a lot of trash. Dishes next. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. I'm gonna take a second to start dinner though, because it's already like almost 7, and if I don't start dinner now and get it on the table, I'll never get in the shower. So, sidetrack real quick. So initially I did not realize I got these with the bone or the ribs in. Split chicken breasts with ribs. But this was literally only $8. I got some nuggets and some beautiful chicken breasts out of it. And I freaked my kid out with those, so a win is a win. Before I get started on those two, let's do things that have a home. I forgot that those are dishes, so they can just stay there though, okay? They're fine. This is after everything has a home. The only thing that doesn't necessarily have a home is this guy. But I mostly use them in here. I use it as like a little simmer pot. You know, I put a tea candle there and simmer pot stuff. So like, this counts as done with the 5 things, I say. And I looked at the floor, and everything on the floor is fine. There's nothing really to do here. That's Remy's food bag, so I'm not going to worry about that. Just helps tidy so much. Just thinking about it in those steps makes it super easy. I was also feeling like, wow, tonight's going to be a bust for getting chores or anything done by just doing that. But like, this looks really good. It looks really good. Okay, so another piece of advice I'm going to listen to for what Casey Davis had said, just wash what you need. I need a pot right now for the risotto, so I have to wash a pot. But in the morning, I know I'm going to need one of the cups that's in there, so I'm going to wash that for the morning. And that's like all I need to make my morning and my day go well tomorrow and go smooth. So I think I'm going to listen to that piece of advice because that seems really helpful in this moment, because doing that whole load of dishes is just not going to happen because I have to put all that other stuff away, and it's just not going to happen realistically tonight. So let's take that piece of advice. My fire alarm is about to yell at me just because it's slightly smoky in here. I guess that's a good thing. Dinner is served. Thank you. The bean, okay. Oh, okay. Right, yup. It's okay, little child. They don't have to go on the plate. That's okay. The beans got a little bit burnt, but everything else looks good. Kelly says the rice risotto is like mac and cheese, but with rice, so. Let's go eat and make sure I still have enough energy after eating to shower. And then we will have hit all of our goals. This is a great week to start this. I'm just laying flat on the floor on Remy's dog bed. I did not shower last night. I passed out on the couch at 8 o'clock. I think I'm fighting allergies or something because I had the worst headache all day today. So the only thing that I want to accomplish tonight is showering. We're having leftovers for dinner because I'm not cooking tonight. I'm going to set a timer for 15 minutes, clean the bathroom, take a shower, and that's it. That's all I'm doing. Whatever I get done in that 15 minutes is what I get done in the bathroom. Kelly swept and mopped the floors in the kitchen, and then he'll do the bathroom when I'm done in there. But everything else is doing pretty good. I have a day off tomorrow, so I can do the dishes and fold laundry and catch up on that stuff tomorrow. I'm not worrying about it tonight. Okay? Okay. This gets so hairy and dusty because of this vent, okay? Old Dusty Home blows old dusty stuff on this. I clean this all the time. Just a little disclaimer there, because I know it looks gross, and it drives me nuts. But I do clean this part all the time. I did the toilet bowl. Nobody needed to see that before. I need to do the sink, but I'm 100% ready to shower now after doing that toilet bowl. Moms of boys will understand what I just went through. Ta-da! The timer is up, so I am going to shower. I feel utterly disgusting now. And I did want to clean the shower. The timer is up, and I think I got quite a bit done anyway, so let's take a shower. We did it. We showered. I will see you guys tomorrow. Good night. So I didn't work at the physical job today, but boy, did I get a lot done for you beautiful people. The ADHD is very strong today. I don't know why, but I just leaned into it, and it was an absolutely wonderful day that was productive in a way that I didn't think it was going to be. So tonight, since I didn't do anything that I really wanted to do during the day, we're going to set a timer and do the dishes, because that honestly is the only thing that is bothering me. I mean, the living room looks good because Kelly did it as his chore. He did his room last night as his chore. He's like, yeah, so I'm telling you, it's been really bad today. I made double chocolate espresso bread per the child's request. I'm softening butter for chocolate chip cookies. So we're gonna set a timer so I can just like focus and do the dishes, okay? This is like the best ad for ADHD right now. It's just like bam, bam, bam. I'd be writing something down, boom, think about something else, okay, finish that thought, move on to the next thing. I don't know, it's been a really great, insanely productive day in a really weird way. I'm gonna stop talking and we're gonna do some dishes. Can you set the timer for 15 minutes now? Boom, thank you. Let me know when it's done if I can't hear it. We're at the halfway mark, and I'm just looking around the kitchen to see if there's anything that I absolutely need to wash, like in order to cook dinner tonight. Oh, Lord. So I'm going to prioritize this stuff real quick. Oh, God. The camera was falling. But we've gotten a lot done in that 8 minutes. Time's up. That's awful. Thank you. So that is what 15 minutes got us. Not bad, not bad. I'm just going to put all the stuff that's on the counter, like the dishes that go in the sink, they're going to go in there. Everything else is pretty much good. I have to put these clean dishes away, and then we'll be good to go. And there we have it. Not too shabby. That's it for the evening. I hope you enjoyed this ADHD-filled fun. I'm going to make cookies and make dinner. See you guys tomorrow evening. Oh, good evening, friends. Tonight is an all the things night. I have the energy. It's a mess in here. We're just coming off the weekend. The house is, well, actually, no. Yesterday I didn't do anything. I fell asleep when we got home. But everything that is done from the weekend that I showed you guys in this video, go watch it if you haven't, is still what it looks like in the bedroom, in the living room, and out there. So the kitchen is next. The first chore we're going to do is the trash. Those smell to high heaven. So we're going to do the trash. So I already picked up the trash on the counter so that I didn't have to do that again. So we're going to go take this out because I'm going to throw up because it smells so bad. And then we'll come back and we'll do the rest of the 5 steps for the tidy up and then 15 minutes of dishes. Trash is taken out. This is a new bag that's airing out because it stinks. Second thing is dishes and put them in the sink. I'm going to pile them over there because I don't want to overcrowd the sink because I'm actually going to do dishes tonight. So I don't know if that looks any different. This is my dinner. Dishes are taking up about that much of the place right now. So I think I'm going to stop right here, do my 15 minutes of dishes, and then do the rest. I think that's what I'm going to do. So we did about 30 minutes instead. I did 15 minutes. I still felt good. I had more to do. My podcast was going. I did another 15 minutes. So all in all, not terrible. Now let's address the rest of it. You guys just really get to see me in my shining glory. This is like what evenings look like. I immediately get out of my work clothes. I'm in my nightie. Most of the time my house coat and some sweatpants. Okay, so it's, I have to do this I need to write it down. So it's trash, dishes, laundry, things that have a home is next. I literally have to do that every single time. Okay, let's do things that have a home. I think everything has a home, to be honest with you. So honestly, let's do things that have a home and then just clean the counters and I'm done for the evening. Oh, look at you. Just the picture perfect little pup. I know you're waiting for a treat, but anyways. This looks fantastic. That is not a lot of dishes to get done. That's probably another set of a half hour worth of dishes, and it's done. Those I have to put up top, and I just don't feel like reaching, so whatever. And this counter, spotless. I'll see you tomorrow because tomorrow is the last day because I dog sit. So tomorrow will be the last day of chores. I'm so excited. I'll see you tomorrow. All right, welcome to our last evening together. It's a little bit later. I was fighting a migraine, I think induced by sinuses. I don't know, so I took a little nappy poo. And then I ordered some pizza. The universe is telling me to not order food. This is the second time this year I've ordered food off of DoorDash, and it's been wrong. I've missed an item. Like, the universe is like, stop spending your money on DoorDash, but that's a whole different conversation we could be having. The one chore I know I should do, but I honestly am just really tired of it, is dishes. And I did them, I think it was last night. Was it last night I did them? I don't quite remember. So I'm just going to make sure that there's no standing water in here and like there's no gross food, because I do go dog sit this weekend, so I don't want it to smell when I come back. But like, there's not that much. I'm not going to worry about it. I think what I'm going to do tonight is I'm going to do the five things tidying method in the living room. It's really not bad, honestly. Like, I look around and this is probably going to take me like 5 minutes, but I also have to shower tonight and I still have to pack for dog sitting. So like, I just don't want to stand here and do dishes. I just want to get as much done as possible so I can go to bed. So tidy up the living room, shower, and then I have to pack. But first, can we just admire what this place looks like right now for being a Thursday night? Like, this is just lived in. This is not messy or cluttered or nasty. This is just lived in. If I could maintain this level of lived in, like, forever, I would be happy. I don't mind that I still have a butt ton of donations to take out. It'll get done. There's some toys out. There's my kid's yarn, his hat, like, that stuff doesn't bother me. It just shows that, like, we live here and this is a functioning house. And I'm walking in here and I'm not overwhelmed by everything. And I think that to me is like the main goal that I'm just now realizing, like, that's it. That's the goal, is to walk in here, not be overwhelmed and feel like the crushing weight of chores. We'll do a little review after this, but I'm feeling hopeful. Trash. And you also don't get to say anything about my outfit. I love my house coat. Dishes. Laundry. Things that have a place, besides Kylo's toys. I'll pick those up in a second. This keeps falling down. I have to get a new one. There was nothing that didn't have a place, actually. All of that stuff had a place, so there really was no number 5. That took me like 2.5, 3 minutes. You want to see? Ta-da! Dun, 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 dun. Beautiful. This looks like a mess because I put all of my plants over here, so they create a beautiful ecosystem when I go dog sit. But it still looks perfect. Are you depressed about something? And that will get taken at some point. Not worried about it. Look at what the kitchen looks like. Oh, shoot. I forgot to put those towels away. I'll do that later. Not bad. This is just my lunch bag and stuff I have to take to work tomorrow. This, this is not bad at all. Some people might think this is a lot of dishes. It's truly not, I promise. And the counters are clean. Like, are we kidding? Are we kidding? The refrigerator is organized. I only have the trash that's in the actual trash can, not trash hanging here, which you guys know I usually have 2 bags going. And it's a little darker in here, but as you can see, like, this has stayed clean. Like, there's nothing, it's dark back there, but there's nothing back there. I'm gonna go pack and shower, and then I will be back to talk about what I think about this experience. I will be right back. We're sitting at the table because my Monstera is sitting in the chair because she needs sunlight. Rude. Rude. So we've, just like that, we've showered, we've got packed, all the plants are watered. I'm basically ready to go dog sit. And this is usually not the case. I'm usually scrambling in the morning to finish getting the house ready for me to be gone for a couple of days. This is very abnormal. So let's talk about how the week has gone. So my typical brain jabber throughout the week is, you know, when it's getting close to being done at work, I start thinking about, okay, what do I need to do? What's bothering me at home? Do I need to do the dishes, the trash? I know I have to get dinner. That's just always a thing. Does Kelly need to shower? Does his room need cleaned? And this week, it has just been, I know when I get home, I will pick one thing that I either do 15 minutes of or I do the 5-step tidy, and it's just kind of like a no-brainer. It took that decision-making part out for me, which I didn't really even know I was using. I still have to decide, okay, am I going to do 15 minutes of the dishes or am I just going to tidy? You have to gauge how you're feeling. But it took that like mental jabber out of it, and that was huge. That was absolutely huge. That was one of the best parts about it. I didn't really have to plan chores for the evening. I even taught Kelly how to do the 5-step tidy, and his room looks really nice, actually. And then when I would have a 15-minute timer going, I would tell him to go race against the timer and clean something. So that always motivates him. I get really grumpy, okay? I don't talk about this a lot, but I am a grumpy human, okay? I'm not a good morning human. And if I've had a very overstimulating day, I do get kind of grumpy and short by the end of the day. I'm working on it, okay? I'm really working on it. I've gotten so much better. I've gotten so much better the older I get. But it's still something I work on. And one of the things that makes me grumpy in the evening is having to come home and just like being hit in the face with overwhelm. I didn't have that this week. I really didn't have any of those thoughts of like dread of coming home to do chores, or just like over those perseverating thoughts of like, you have to do this and this and this and this, and just making an endless list for myself and then getting really sad at the end of the day when I didn't do the list, right? So doing this just took that all away. It took it all away. I didn't have to worry about it. I just came here, I decided what I did, or I did the 5-step tidy, and that was it. And it was minimal expectations too, right? Like, I didn't have to reshape the whole world in a day. I just had to do something, right? And even I think it was one day I did nothing. And guess what? The world did not end. It kept spinning. And the mess was there for us to pick up the next day. So the flexibility of it too was very nice. Like, my whole week wasn't thrown off because I have a list, and if I don't do that list every single day, then it's going to mess up my weekends. And it was just very, very easy. And speaking of weekends, like, if I was home this weekend, I would have minimal cleaning to do. You guys saw my last weekend clean. It was my last video that I posted, and that took me, I believe, 1 hour and 15 minutes total to clean the living room and my bedroom. And like, that's not bad at all. And it had already been like 2 days. I believe I had worked 2 or 3 days and did this method, so I think that kind of carried over as well. And like, my bathroom's clean. The bathroom always gets put on the back burner. It always gets put on the back burner. The bathroom is even clean. Like, that, that's insane to me. So moving forward, will I continue to do this? No, it didn't work for me at all. Yeah, no, I'm going to continue doing this. I'm going to continue doing some form of this, whether it's the 15 minutes or I look at a room and I'm like, we're just going to mindlessly do the 5 things and that's good enough. And then I think also adding in just the, hey, if there is something you want to do that isn't part of that 5 things, put a timer on and do it so that I'm not standing at the sink for an hour and a half, wasting my whole evening doing dishes. I'm doing little chunks of them at a time. And I want to thank you guys for all of your suggestions on people to watch and systems to try. It gave me a lot to look up. It gave me a lot to research, and I really enjoyed it. And you guys gave me your own suggestions of what you do for your households, and I just love hearing about what people do in their day-to-day lives and how they maintain their houses. So thank you for sharing that with me. I just keep looking around, just like so pleased with how it looks. I don't know if you can tell, I'm just like looking around. So thank you guys so much for joining me today. Let me know if you try this and how it works for you. And go make sure you check out Casey Davis. I think that you guys will really enjoy her. She's a great time. So thank you so much, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.